we had no views, we had no subscribers. We had a point where what was the point of doing this? Was there any point?
No.
And the point today simply is, welcome back to the 90th Minute Podcast. I am Liam. Over there we got Lucas.
Yep.
We got Greg.
Hello.
And Waz, the four of us back again for episode 2 and the first episode here on the Extra Time channel.
You butchered that
I
name
did.
completely.
It's Extra Time channel.
That's okay.
Yeah,
if you are new
like
to this
it.
channel, thank you very much for checking us out. Make sure you are subscribed and hit a like as well if you do enjoy this. But yes, episode 2 of the 90th Minute Podcast back again.
And thank you to those listening on audio as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff. Everywhere else.
Good shit.
Welcome, boys. Another week to speak about. We're going to do some topics again. I don't know.
Talk about anything.
I'm all over the place right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk football, we talk real life, talk whatever you
Liam's
want.
flustered right now.
A little bit.
Look at that red face. He's looking great though.
Greg,
That's a
I
little
hear you
scary.
want to start things off today.
Well, I figured we're on a new channel right now, kind
Extra
of.
Time channel, yeah.
But so let's just start with how the 90th minute came to be. I think that's just a good topic. We usually
As
don't.
Waz always says, the origin story.
The origin story of the 90th minute.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a good topic.
I think it's just a good topic to start with, and
If you
right?
have been in our Twitch streams, twitch.tv/the 90th minute official, you may have heard, you got to plug, you may have heard this story a little bit because we do mention
Yeah.
from time to time.
people do ask, but
But-
like there we go. We got some new viewers. We
should start
channel.
though at the very beginning.
Yeah, no, like, and
The very beginning.
To be fair, it's with
Before
you
the
three.
channel.
It's with you three.
No, before the channel.
Okay, Liam, you got a story, so you go ahead.
Before the channel.
Okay.
School.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all went to school together from very early on. We all grew up in a similar area, played football with same team and stuff like that. But then once school was done in high school, Wazinho here, this lovely man. Hi, how are you? You can speak, you know that, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
This is a podcast.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. There's audio people, they can't see you raise your face.
Okay,
But
yeah,
anyways. Wazinho here went to school in college for radio.
Yes.
And one day he texts me and goes, Liam, I want you to be on my radio show. I was like, sick. I'm down. What are we doing? He goes, how about like football conversations, weekly roundup, stuff like that? I'm like, done. Soccer Saturday. Let's do it. And then I don't know if it was me or if it was you. I don't remember, but one of us said, well, we should probably get Lucas on board because he's actually intelligent.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's got an idea.
So Lucas joined. So it was the three of us, and we would go every week on a Sunday afternoon to Waz's college radio station, and we'd go film our hour-long show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
No one listened because it was Sunday. No one listens to college radio.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
We
yeah.
would record it as a YouTube video as well. Lucas would do.
Kind of.
You did like
Yeah.
a
He
vlog
tried.
thing.
He
It was
tried.
weird.
Oh, Lucas's vlog was
Oh,
yeah.
it was my
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
video
Yeah,
to
Lucas is
still
embarrassed
watch.
because
Honestly,
it's-
I love,
that's not Lucas'
I love
quality
it. Just like
anymore.
pointing to Liam as he's driving. He's like,
Yeah.
"What is
Well,
going
'cause
on?"
He never told us, as Lucas does usually, he never tells us when he's going to do something. So he never told us that we will be filming this today, but it was okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 'cause
after,
I was really intrigued about it. I was
Yeah.
really excited.
after,
Oh, wait. I just want to talk about
yes,
walking to the place the first time.
yes,
Saw coyotes.
we
That's
did
true.
see coyotes. That did happen.
It's kinda-
Wow.
It was like
Wow.
winter time. I was like, whoa, wildlife.
Yeah, it was like March.
Okay.
We started this, I think. Yeah, March. Yeah, that's true.
After Waz had graduated college. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You're not even gonna mention.
What was it? It wasn't after I graduated. It was after the semester finished. That was
After
his,
the
like,
semester,
10th
sorry.
semester.
Yeah, he
What-
was.
what
Yeah,
am I
I was
gonna
gonna say he
mention,
was
sir?
still in this. He wasn't graduated when I
Well,
joined.
I'm confused. What do you want to talk about?
Well, Liam, every time we finished the show, we would go out and eat somewhere.
I was thinking about that. That was the
we
best
would,
part.
We would go for like lunch or dinner.
I
whatever it
missed
was.
out.
Yeah,
I
that was
missed out.
Famoso.
Famoso pizza.
Nando's.
Yeah.
went to Nando's a couple times.
Yeah, I loved it. I want to go back.
But okay, after Waz was done the semester, we said, well, we don't want to stop this, and we can't use the school radio while school is out. So what should we do? I mean, you know what? Let's move on to YouTube as a weekly podcast.
And it needed a new name, and so
well, that name came at Julio's Barrio, a Mexican
Oh, right,
restaurant.
yeah.
We were sitting there. We were trying to figure out what should we name this. What should we? I was like, well, like the 90th minute, and then we took a day or two to like find out if anyone else had used it. And Lucas was like, there was a documentary
Yeah,
like
there-
7 years ago. I was like,
Yeah.
no one fucking
And
cares
there's,
There
about
was
like-
a women's football documentary.
Yeah.
There was a Philadelphia Union radio show that
Yeah.
ended years
Mhm.
ago.
I mean, there's also like 90 men that exist,
Yeah.
but there's no the 90th minute.
So we're like, that name, boom, we're good. We're gonna go trademark that one
Well,
basically.
it's not
Yeah.
trademark.
No, not at all. You could still steal it if you
Yeah,
want
but please don't.
to. But so after that lunch, we had a name, we had an idea, we had a podcast. We knew what we were gonna do. We needed a venue, and Lucas's kitchen table was
The
there.
Very first podcast.
Oh.
Technically, this is the podcast reborn,
Yes.
basically, but
No,
The
that wasn't
very
the first one. That was actually the preview episode.
It was technically the preview episode, but it was basically a
it was on the
podcast.
kitchen. I love it,
This
honestly.
kitchen
It's
table
hilarious.
was never looked at the camera once.
This is true.
it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
great.
I know- well,
Lucas,
it was a podcast.
I know,
So,
I know.
yeah.
But there's also a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Well, I literally bought equipment. I bought 2 of these mics.
Yeah.
And
Which we still have.
Yep. And one of them.
We should mention this was 3 years ago now.
Yeah, over 3 years.
It was
Over
over
3
Yeah,
years
this
ago.
is
It's
around
crazy.
with 2018 World Cup.
Yeah, May
so.
2018.
Right
this was
before,
started.
Right before the World
started,
Cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 of these mics were bought. 2 of these stands were bought. Like audio mixer that I ended up selling later on, and I had to use my own blue snowball or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
think it's
remember
called
you.
one,
Yeah.
and it was such bad quality
was
compared
terrible.
to those mics.
So it was a very slow build.
We didn't
slow
really,
work
we
in
didn't really know what we
progress.
were doing.
Yeah,
Not
we
at
were
all.
just bad.
You were kind of just there for fun, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
having a good
So
time.
Yeah, I was talking about Mohamed Salah,
You were.
Liverpool going to the Champions League final that
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
Probably talking about
After
League
that preview episode, we decided that the kitchen table was not the best one because there was just too many things going on in the background. And Lucas's parents wanted to actually have their house still. So we were relegated to the basement.
I like that.
Which was
You went in the
okay.
basement.
It
Which
was okay. The first, I'm going to say 2 or 3 videos, bit shocking.
White table.
White plastic table. The camera angle was basically just the ceiling.
I loved it. I watched all of them. They were great.
I've
honestly.
watched them as well.
We were probably the only one that did watch
Yeah,
them
there
at
were
the
family
time.
members.
Yeah.
I mean, our head it was showing a ceiling. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
it was.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot very quickly. But
I mean, we still don't.
the preview episode, I think the first episode got like 50 to 100 views. Like, oh my god!
No, it didn't.
I'm pretty sure.
It has those
No,
views now.
I
like,
think
more
at the
views.
beginning it
No
got like maybe
shot.
50.
There's no.
Because our family watched it.
I
Our
still,
family
Maybe.
didn't watch it 50 times.
I still don't think like
I don't
it was.
feel- I
It was
think it was
not
like
there.
12.
And
yeah,
also at
it
the
was
same
not.
time, I was
I thought it was
uploading
a
these
little- no.
episodes to Facebook at the same time.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
remember.
Yeah, Facebook.
We were really hell bent on Facebook to the point where right before that World Cup, I don't know if you remember, we
You did a
did
Facebook
little
ad.
Facebook ad. It was like a little 30-second little advertisement,
Yeah,
and it got so many views in like India, Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh, sick! We're hype in India." I don't know. I told my dad. My dad was like, "Okay, like, okay, cool." But after, I'm gonna say after the World Cup ended,
Yeah, so you guys went for the World Cup,
And we
then-
also got a new table by then.
we
Yeah.
did get a new table. But after that World Cup, we kind of started to figure out more what we were doing. Because during that World Cup, were we only doing once a week?
Yeah, it was just once
Or-
a week.
Yeah, or did
the
we
Yeah, I
do
think
podcast was
extras?
always once a week.
Oh no, not
I thought we did
necessarily.
extras during the World Cup.
World Cup we did after each match day.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
we
you
did.
Yeah.
So we did a little more practice. We got more into it. We figured out a bit more camera angles and stuff like that.
I mean, kind
Yeah.
of. We weren't good at all. We were still crap
Yeah,
at
it was-
talking. I remember a few podcasts after, if not the one after the World Cup. You know, I always like to bring up Ligue 1 and stuff like that, and Waz turned heel on me.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
he
I
hated
used
the
to
league.
call it a tin pot league.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, I'm starting to tell people, stop calling it a tin pot league. No professional football league's a farmers league. I'm on TikTok. I'm like, you're fucking stupid if you think it's a farmers league.
Yeah, yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Um,
oh my gosh. I'm like, Waz is so contrary to me. That name's like, I agree with him.
I'm not a huge fan of French football, but you know what it is, what it is. But I to see
Well-
to see where the podcast started and the absolute lack of views and subscribers, and I mean,
It's
most of those podcasts were getting less than 5 views,
yeah.
and you could argue 2 or 3 were coming from us. I don't think you watched very many of them.
Waz does not watch
I
our
always
videos.
like before work because they
Yeah.
came out on Monday. I just put my laptop on, put the
Yeah,
podcast on, and
yeah.
let it
I
work.
do
way I
that
watch them,
sometimes.
yeah. Yeah, I would always put it on while I was in the shower or something. That way I could have it on. I would once we started on Spotify.
Well, I wasn't there yet, and I actually listened to them.
Yeah. Once we started on Spotify, I would always listen to the podcast while I was at the gym. I'd put it on, listen to myself talk. It was weird.
I remember you always
Now,
talking
all
about
these
it.
podcasts are on YouTube, but I put them in draft mode in our audio apps because I just wanted a clean look
Yes.
when new podcasts. So if you're an audio trying to find these podcasts, they're not there. They're on
So
YouTube,
sorry.
though.
Go to the YouTube channel.
The
Just
90th
main
minute,
channel,
of course.
yes.
Yeah, the main channel of the 90th minute.
They'll be archived there
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Or until Google decides they don't want to keep it.
Yeah, you never know. They
If
might
we
do that.
fast forward, we press the fast forward button a little bit.
To the summer.
I go
Liam,
on vacation.
Scotland.
I do go to Scotland. I go see my family. And I get a text message one day. We had a group chat. I got a message in there. I think it was. He goes, "We have a new member." I was like,
I wasn't even like a
"What?"
I wasn't even like a new member. I was just there.
Yeah,
I
he's
showed
like-
up.
Yeah,
I was
this
like,
is what
huh,
happens.
okay.
Greg literally texted me, "Yo, can I come and just watch the podcast live?"
Yeah.
And
You
so
shot your shot, Greg.
We had
It
live viewers.
You
worked out.
shot your shot.
So he just sat behind the camera, just chilling. But then Waz and I, we were doing a Premier League preview.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it was
It was the
sorry.
best intro of all time.
No, because he's like Waz is like, or so I forget which one it was.
It was the intro. He did it.
Oh, Waz goes and we're not gonna mention his name, and then 5 seconds later, Luke is like, Greg, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're introing it. And then, yeah, I'm like, so Greg, who do you have in 20th?
I was kind of just like, okay, and then I just went, but I was like,
And that was the first time Greg was ever uttered on the 90th minute.
Now
Yeah.
it took a couple, maybe a month, 2 months until Greg actually appeared.
no,
on
it wasn't
camera.
a 2. It was like a
I don't
month.
know how
It
many.
was about a
It took
month.
a couple
It was about a
weeks
month.
here
And
and
he
there.
appeared with a David Luiz mask.
It was great.
Yeah.
That thing had to get off pretty quick
That
though.
thing
That-
lasted all about 2 minutes.
yeah,
And
and then I was there.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
time.
happy you're here.
Thank you.
Welcome, Gregory.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. And yeah, and
we
then
gotta keep fast
basically
forwarding now.
fast forward like what is it, like a year and a half
Yeah.
at
March
least, where it's
to
just
March of 2020.
yeah, so like a
Yeah.
year and a half basically
COVID
later.
is about to begin.
Whoa! Let's not fast forward too much.
It's basically we just did podcasts for
Well, we didn't really talk about what started the roll. TikTok, which
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that was right.
sorry,
yeah,
so
so that we were already
TikTok started.
we had a
October.
Even with
2019?
Greg, when Greg
It was.
joined, we had a bit of an uptick on views. And by that I mean 20.
2030.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's very
Which we were happy with at the time.
Yeah, no,
Well,
we were
it was
happy.
good.
yeah, it's like we kind of just did the podcast weekly.
It was just fun. It was for fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a point maybe where Liam and I thought it's like, okay, how long are we gonna keep
Oh,
doing this
yeah.
until how
Yeah.
nothing's happening, and
Yeah.
then
Before, right? So yeah, no, I agree with
It
because me and
was-
Liam would talk about
it
that
was
too.
very
I think-
was very close to before TikTok. When me and Greg said that, when we said, is there any point in keeping this going?
Yeah.
We're at the same subscribers, we're at the same views. There's nothing growing, nothing changing. Do we keep doing a weekly podcast for fun? Or do we just say, you know what, it's not worth our time and
And
hassle?
also during that period, I think might have been later, but we introduced like 1v1 predictions.
yeah.
yes,
We tried a
Yeah.
couple different ideas. Nothing really stuck too well. We may have had a couple of videos hit like 100 views, and I was like, wow, it's
But-
doing great for us. But like was mentioned,
TikTok in October of 2019, I
Yep, it
believe.
was October 2019. I'm like,
He
well,
starts
dur-
doing
dur-
TikToks.
yeah, during that period, I'm
Lucas,
was
So
it
I think-
October 2019 or September?
It was well, it might have been September.
yeah,
when I
that's when we-
first logged
yeah,
on,
the
yeah.
but-
big TikTok, I think, dropped in October.
big-
or
November,
November. It was
November-ish.
But
Yeah.
like,
the TikTok.
but
It
I was watching Gary V. I followed Gary V for a while, and he always has good advice and things like that. And
Yeah,
he
you're
kept
not
talking
wrong.
about TikTok this. People were like, "Oh, TikTok's just dances and
Uh,
music."
me and Liam are just
I
like
thought it was just an
probably
absolute
was too.
children's
We're all just
app,
like,
yeah.
why is Lucas doing TikTok? Like, why the hell are we doing this?
I remember hearing Gary V say like, "It's not just that." And he also compared it to those buying property in Manhattan in the early 1900s,
Yeah,
or early buyers, and now those people who
Yeah.
have that land are
yeah.
worth a lot of money. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just post some clips from the podcast and see how it goes. It goes okay, a couple hundred views, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then
And
eventually,
there was a game.
One game happened, or one podcast happened, where Liam goes, no game will ever finish 9-0
in the
Yeah.
Premier League.
in the Premier
I
League.
said, no Premier League game will ever finish 9-0. And Lucas goes, well, it's happened before. And I go, well, the Premier League has changed
Changed.
a lot.
And
A week later,
9-0.
9-0.
Yeah, the next is Southampton versus Leicester City
Leicester. Yeah.
on the Friday night. I remember seeing that scoreline
Wait.
while I was at the gym. I'm
And
like,
we're-
I need to go home and make a TikTok about
Right.
this.
Literally makes a TikTok and
boom.
boom.
Within a
Boom
couple
is right.
hours, like 16,000 views, and
Yeah.
then they kept going up and
It just
up.
kept, yeah.
Hey,
it
I
was-
don't know what's it at now.
It's probably 300,000.
Yeah,
around
which
there.
is-
it probably plateaued.
Well,
Now,
it's-
compared to viral on TikTok, which
Yeah.
are like millions, it's
It's
nothing.
not, but like,
But in, like football TikTok at the
and
time,
we
At the
also
time,
had
yeah,
like,
you-
at the time,
yeah, we-
Lucas,
and for like
that
us,
was nuts.
that was insane. Like we were like going crazy, and it's
Just
like
a couple
and,
thousand views.
and
is
we
cool to
got
see.
gained
Yeah,
subscribers
yeah,
off of it on our
yeah.
YouTube,
Like,
on our
whoa,
podcast. It was great. Lots of followers. It was.
It was the snowball effect we needed.
It definitely brought us back to life. I think with it.
Yeah, I think it,
Oh, yeah.
it was way more.
Especially because that
energy.
was just like the new season. The new season.
we were
it
getting
basically
comments. People wanted to get involved, and then
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. It was weird because I remember in September of that year, 2019, I was at TwitchCon, and TikTok was there.
oh
Mhm.
really?
Yeah, they were just there promoting shit, and I remember this lady. She came over and was like, "Hey, you want to come do a TikTok?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not really my thing." And it's like,
was a
Holy
full
just- now
shit.
on literally about
Holy
TikTok.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like I saw it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think this is ever gonna be for
Yeah.
me. And then just like,
Well,
it's
but
just,
then you heard me like posting, and you're like, well, keep doing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. If you're gonna try it, why not experiment? Nothing wrong with that.
No, exactly. And
Yeah. So
credit
it's just
to
the
Lucas
podcast.
for
honestly,
taking that shot, because really, I think without TikTok, I genuinely think the 90th minute would not be here.
Yeah,
today. I
and-
genuinely feel it would have.
and
died.
if we just 100%, we keep fast forwarding, and it's like through the winter and everything, when like the podcasts are going good, TikToks are going good, and we
And
start.
it's slightly,
And,
slightly different
It's
content
getting
Yeah.
here and there.
consistently over 100 views. Which is
and I
pretty
think
cool.
that's kind of like we started actually having some subscribers and some
Yeah.
followers, and actually like that actually liked us and everything. So we were like, let's actually try some different things, and
And
we
then I believe the text message or group chat was from Lucas going, I want to play games.
yeah, literally, and I want
was
to do
like,
it with
"What?"
Matt.
Yeah, I want to do it with Matt. And of course, we've known Matt for our entire lives, basically. And
Yeah.
Matt lives like next door to Lucas, damn near.
Yeah,
So one
and that was
day,
that's March 2020,
yes, one
right
day,
before COVID.
one
right
day
before
we,
COVID.
we
yeah.
invite Mr. Rasta. Say, hey, we're taking you out to breakfast.
Go to IHOP.
Go
Yeah.
to IHOP.
Or yeah, it was IHOP.
It was IHOP.
And
Oh, it was great. I loved it. The
Greg
food
did-
I'm talking
Greg
about.
I tried to take the biggest crap after that.
Good to know. Very good
Of
to know.
course.
we pitched Rasta, hey, do you want to come join a couple videos playing FIFA? I believe your original thing was playing like old FIFAs, playing like Mario
Yeah.
Striker,
Still
stuff
haven't
like
done
that.
that.
Yeah, like
We still haven't done
No,
it.
we-
Year and a half later.
Like
Things
my-
have happened.
My idea on Cinemassacre, there's a guy like the guy James and Mike. They had like James and Mike Mondays where they played old classic games every Monday.
Yeah.
Wanna do that?
I thought that'd be like pretty cool thing to do, maybe with like more football and content related. We first started that though, the Champions League series, which is still on our
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah.
We
Between the Champions
I'm pretty
League.
sure the Champions League was already postponed at the time.
Yeah, it was because COVID, of course, was happening at this time.
And at that time in Canada, at least where we were, COVID was very.
it just it
non-existent.
didn't exist
It
yet.
didn't
basically.
hit Canada
at
till,
least
like-
not knowingly.
Yeah,
Yes, maybe. I mean. At
it
the
was
time,
very,
it was-
very minimal.
At the
It
time,
was it was
we
small.
were. I think we were about a month, 2 months behind Europe and the U.S. and everything in terms of COVID cases. So we were still all good to get together and
Yeah.
everything. And yeah,
Was it on a Thursday or a Wednesday?
I'm not too sure.
Whatever
But
it
it
was,
was
maybe it was
A
Tuesday.
day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we were there at Lucas' house for
Like 3,
12
4
hours.
It wasn't 12 hours.
It was
Fuck,
not
it was
that
a
long.
long
It was a
day.
while, considering like what
It
we
was a
we're not
long
used to
day.
that. Like it, but
It
we
was like
did a lot.
Maybe 6 hours.
I
Yeah,
think it was 6.
But yeah, Matt
Without
came
food,
along.
no food. Lucas doesn't ever feed us at his
I
house.
gave you guys food.
Popcorn. It's not food. It's like
Oh.
rabbit food.
piss off.
Still didn't feed
Oh,
us.
big man, I need steak and potatoes
However-
and beer.
All right. Anyways,
But of course, we were finishing the Champions League. We had Matt there. He ended up winning.
you did win.
did
yeah.
Beat
win it.
Greg in the final.
hmm There's
That
some
was-
bullshit,
It
but
was the first time Russ had ever been on the channel.
Honestly, yeah, that
and the series did well.
yeah, that
Yeah.
little Champions
Fun.
was,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
probably
fun.
so.
So
we
just,
we
like-
tried replicating with the Euros, but just it didn't hit the same. It
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
the
the-
same.
but-
it was
but-
just too long.
Yeah,
we did.
we
That's
got
what started our career mode series
Well,
and a career.
Greg, I need to mention this because you actually lost to Liam.
Yeah,
I did
from
lose. I did
Ronaldo,
lose in that game.
My-
A red timed
Red
finish.
time
That's some
Ronaldo finished
bullshit.
chipping
yeah.
his goalkeeper.
Liam hasn't beaten Greg or drawn Greg ever since.
I've been
I had
close a
to-
couple times to a
That
draw.
was my first time playing FIFA, and like, so-
But yeah, Mac joined up. But
and then he just became a member. He wasn't supposed to become a member,
No,
but he
not
became
at
a
all.
member of the 90th.
But
minute.
I think that's because the shift. I mean, the focus of the 90
Because
minute
but
shifted
the-
so quickly.
Yeah, and then but COVID also took a part, so then it was kind of harder to get together. And then we didn't.
Yeah,
really,
and
we
that's-
started doing online podcasts, so then it's like, well, Matt, we can't do anything with Matt. So we were like, he
Well-
kind of just joined the podcast.
Yeah.
well, yeah, Matt's audio was crap.
Yeah,
And then I eventually gave you guys the mics. I bought 2 more mics, a different
yeah.
audio.
We
mic.
actually like started the 20. This is a horrible thing to say, but COVID definitely helped us.
It was a blessing and a curse.
yeah,
COVID. I mean.
I mean,
20
for me also. I mean, I don't know what happened. Just because of COVID, it allowed me to take streaming a
Yeah.
bit more seriously
Yeah.
at the time.
2020, the last 2 years, 2020 and 2021, we're in September, of course, right now, the end of September. They've been insane years for the 90th minute, and hopefully, hopefully it keeps
I
going
didn't
up.
Imagine. I don't know. This kind of goes everything that's happened really kind of comes down to my little belief system I have now.
Yeah.
I'm very taking a keen interest in spirituality.
Okay.
There you go,
So-
Ozzy. Yeah.
I believe that
Are you- are you-
everything happens for a reason. and-
100%.
Are
you
you
know-
into Buddhism?
no, spirituality is its own separate thing, man.
The
It's
universe,
it's,
man.
It's
the
so
flow of energy.
it's actually really cool. I
It
don't know.
is cool.
I looked
It is.
into it. You start piecing everything together. I was like, holy shit, this starts to make sense. So,
But I think when Rasta joined and when COVID started to lift a little bit
Yeah.
is when we started our career mode series.
Yep.
The 3-man originally.
Well, COVID wasn't lifted. We still had to be separated.
Yes, but as it started to progress through it, the 3-man series with the 2 assistant managers, and that did so well
That
for our
blew
channel.
that blew our channel up again. And
Again,
Yeah.
If you look back at today, you're like, okay, it wasn't like a major video, but for our channel at the time,
it was very
fantastic.
good. And
So we knew then immediately that the focus in 90th minute was no longer podcast first. It was probably more.
and
FIFA
that's kind of
content.
what got us off the podcast. Like we're fast forwarding. This is fast forwarding through all the career mode series, all the other
the
series we
5-man
did,
career
and
mode. Yeah,
and it just goes on to say like 2020 and 2021 were insane years for us, and that's kind of why the podcast kind of slowed down, and it kind of got
Twitch started
yeah,
up.
we
to
started
Yeah.
just
the
doing
focus.
we also
Live
streamed on
streams.
YouTube for a little bit
Yes.
too. I'm
Yeah.
like, I told the guys.
Who is the guy on YouTube that was at the very beginning?
Mamba Baramba.
Yeah.
Mama Baramba.
We just went to Twitch because I feel like streams are more better for Twitch, and
We miss you, Mama
it was
Baramba.
wild. You know, the Euros were amazing with
And-
the Champions League.
And quickly, if hopefully like they're still here, but like the viewers that did watch us when we had like 12 viewers and 20 viewers, and if you're still here, like we
It's
do
wild.
so
Question.
much
Yeah,
appreciate. We
wow.
appreciate all our viewers. We read all the comments.
Yeah,
We love all the support we get. We may not respond to everything, but we do see everything, and we do appreciate
100%.
everyone
I mean,
that's been a part of our journey.
we
And that was
see-
kind of like is there anything else to really
I
talk
don't know.
about?
We
Like,
see your DMs on Instagram. We see
Yeah.
people that
Try-
tweeted
yeah,
us.
we
you know.
try to get back to some people. Sometimes it's hard, but
Yeah.
I
like,
mean, we were realistically, we didn't know we were gonna bring back the podcast.
Yeah,
but
we
then
didn't-
People wanted it.
yeah, which
Yeah.
I
We're here
mean,
again, so-
I kind of miss talking about random shit. And
it's nice. It's
football.
nice. I like just talking
Yeah,
about
it's
an
cool.
actual podcast, not just talking
Recap.
about.
I don't know. The recap just kind of got boring and dull. It's you
Yeah,
know,
it's-
it
it's
ran
like-
its course.
When I got to the point where I always bring up this example of Liam, like Liam reading the scores and just doesn't care, like
Some-
Where he's reading like
yeah.
Colin ties
he's reading German.
Hamburg
Exactly.
2-2.
Good
And
result for them.
no one watched the game. It's just like, what is the point
yeah,
of
it's
that?
like what's yeah.
It
very
was
good.
a recap. It wasn't
It
a
was.
podcast.
It was a
Not-
lazy recap because
it was
a lot of
brutal.
it was just reading scores.
It'd be us just waiting for the question section.
And it's funny because
Yeah.
as viewers, you guys probably enjoyed it just because it was
Some
us
of you,
talking.
yeah.
But hopefully,
Well,
you
like,
do
we would-
enjoy
we would,
this.
We would spend so long on the Premier League because that's what we were able to watch. That's what we cared about.
Yeah.
And then
I
when
cared about other leagues.
well, we care, but you
I
don't get
kinda-
access
kinda.
to it. You know.
Well, we had access to Serie A, but
Yeah.
you always have a
To
preference,
be fair,
which is fine.
is our camera still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
Keep going.
Anyways, I don't know when the Zone launched in Canada. It had so much to offer.
Yeah.
We had Ligue 1,
Yeah.
we had La Liga, we had Serie A.
Did it have La Liga?
I think I had
Initially
Bar-
it
it
did.
did. It had
Right, it
Premier
did.
League, Champions League. It had so much to offer, and now I don't know what DAZN lost a couple rights, and it's kind of like
Well,
I do know that
Thank
they are
God
trying
we
to buy
still
things
do get
back.
like Champions League
Yeah.
and
No, DAZN's
Yeah.
trying to get
I
a
know,
couple
they're-
things
they're-
back,
they're-
so we'll see.
like we're very fortunate to have DAZN here in Canada. Unfortunately, it's good to see our friend Brendan Dunlop in there and the old Sportsnet. crew.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's
really
awesome.
cool.
Good
I
job
remember
to-
seeing that. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, I'm like Brendan.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey!
finally they're actually getting good Canadian pundits on.
Yes,
there.
that's what they
100%,
needed. So
But I mean, yeah, that basically was the journey of the 90th minute. I think we've
Yeah.
all played our parts
Yeah.
with something in the channel's history, and
Yeah, we've missed like there's a of course it was going through more than 3 years, so lots happened, but
yeah, we've
and
had
we missed like a lot of things that did happen. There's a lot of funny moments. There's a lot of Waz moments.
I'm
there
hoping
was a Christmas tree that fell over one time.
that still has
My
to be
favorite
my
moment. My favorite
favorite.
90th minute
That we
moments.
actually we were laughing for
Yeah.
like 20
And
minutes. I swear.
I'm really hoping by the time this is launched, our partnership with we're not gonna say it because we don't know if it's gonna be confirmed when this is out.
Waz is excited, but
But
yeah,
we have a pretty
hopefully a new
cool
surprise.
partnership
You know what I
coming.
mean?
And I'm like, I can't believe we actually got this. Like I don't know.
Sprinkle teaser there.
I never imagined to be partnered with this company.
yeah.
I
So-
never imagined the 90th minute being a place to have a partnership. Or
Yeah,
have
no.
a sponsorship or anything like that.
It's
I
like-
mean,
we had
when we go
Manscaped
back-
for a bit. We lost that. It's okay, but it's whatever.
It's like when we go back
learn.
to talking about before TikTok, like you said, I did not.
We
I
have
can
no-
never
we
not
have
even
a fucking
imagine.
recording space.
Yeah,
we,
Yeah,
we,
it's-
we had a point where
it was
what
an
was the
incredible.
point of doing this? Was there any
Yeah,
point?
no.
And the point today simply is
I think
we
we
do,
do
the
we-
videos because we love doing the
Yeah, it's
videos,
fun.
but we know there's people who also love the videos and love watching the videos and love interacting with us. And
Yeah. It's
I
been an
think
incredible journey.
when I can make a stream,
Yeah, this man is always working.
I know, but
Yeah.
when I can make sure, I
However-
love sitting there. I love reading the chat. I love saying, "Oh, Owen's there. Oh, Thry guy's there. Oh, fucking Vinny's there." You
Yeah.
know, I
Keppa!
love- that fucking Keppa's the goat, man. You know,
Adam. Also, let's. I want to give a big shout out to Adam Bennett, who's in our streams.
Yeah.
Ryan.
No, I know.
Yeah,
where
you
you're going
know
with, yeah.
Ryan, of course, but Adam's Bennett. Apparently, he snapped his leg.
Yeah, no.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, right
in a football
before
match,
the
Bless
Dublin
up.
Derby.
Dublin Derby. Yeah,
Bless
so our,
So,
best
hopefully-
wishes, Adam, man.
yeah, no, 100%.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm still not going to support your team. He wants me to support his Irish side. I'm like, I'm going up the Bohemian. Up the Bohemians. Or Shamrock. I don't give a fuck. I love any team.
but basically, I mean, yeah. I mean, thank you all who are part of the 90th Minute community and everything like that.
You think about it. Fucking TikTok. It changed our lives, man.
Yeah.
I have a
And
career.
You do.
Yeah.
Genuinely, Waz has a full-time job because of TikTok.
Yeah.
We have all of this because of TikTok.
And we just did not trust TikTok at the time, but
And I think
I was like, fuck it, do it.
we gotta trust
What-
Lucas.
what else is
We've
Lucas?
learned to trust
I
Lucas.
think we're at a place right now where all 5 of us, 6 of us, including Brett, because Brett's here now.
Yeah.
Brett really helps.
I think all of us are at a
Here's the
place
thing.
right now in the channel history where we want to crank this channel up to the max kind of thing, put out the most content, the
Yeah.
best content, platforms, just put things up because we really want to take this to the next level.
Yeah.
We all would love to do this for a career. Is it realistic?
Yeah.
You never know. But I think we'd all love to be somehow involved in the beautiful
No,
game
here's the
or
thing, there's-
YouTube
there-
or whatever.
There are people who ask us, how do you join the 90th minute? Well, unfortunately, you need to know, you must have
don't.
known us since kindergarten.
it's
pretty much,
it's
yeah.
basically that, but it's also like I still don't think we wouldn't accept new members. Brett,
no. We'll have a guest or
Brett's
something.
here because Brett has such fantastic knowledge about behind the scenes and
But Brett's
camera
not
work and everything.
technically a member of the
Technically,
90th
no,
minute.
but he's
No,
helping
but
out
he-
a ton.
He is.
Part of the staff.
I'd probably
Yes.
compare like Brett to like Con from this who records.
Yes,
deals with
sure.
the
Yes,
side
exactly.
He's a
There you go.
producer.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
literally what
It's
Brett
producer
is.
Brett.
And we'll
It
throw
is.
him into streams because he brings great energy.
Yeah, and,
But that
so
is.
he's
He's
always
doing a fucking tap in. What do you want from him?
It's a great. It's like
What
such
the
a-
fuck do you want? We should have him next week.
Now, that was a great
yeah.
conversation. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, thank you.
If you want to know anything else about the history of the 90th minute, comment down below.
yeah.
Get involved. We want to hear from you guys.
Let us know topic ideas as well, like that you want us to.
Shall we keep it moving on to our next topic?
Lucas, do you have a topic? I have another one if we want.
No, I want Barry to go.
But
I
if
mean, literally this week I've had like no time at
Lucas
all.
has been focusing on FIFA
Lucas
22,
has been very busy.
which you want me to just do another topic?
FIFA 22?
It's not FIFA 22
Oh.
actually, but it could be. But My other topic was our best in real life goals that we've scored
Oh,
that
and it's
you
funny
can
because
think
I
of.
immediately know what it is.
Like just I don't know. Like I want everyone to just say like their best goal
I
that
think
they've
the
ever
four
scored.
of us here
I haven't scored many goals.
was the
They've been good.
Not-
Neither have I, but I
fullback,
think
was a
when I do
fullback.
score, they're fucking great.
Now, the four of us here have played at different levels of football. We're not like insanely high. I mean,
No, but
we've
as we
played
pl-
all
we play
right
for fun.
levels, but
I mean, I play close to the highest level.
yeah,
Yeah, you basically can. Yeah.
It goes Matt. No, I mean it goes Rasta, Lucas, Liam, Greg, and I. That's the tier list.
That's rude to me.
Greg's a hell of a fucking
No,
midfielder. Let me tell you.
it's more so because he's been more consistent than you. Like you took a couple years off, so he was playing.
I mean, fair
He's got
enough.
more.
Back in
medals.
my day,
I'm just
I
an
was all
offensive
right.
player.
Lucas, was I all right back in my day?
You were fast. You had a
Liam
strong
was fast
cross.
when he was young. Yeah.
I was fast, but immediately I know my not maybe the best goal I scored, but my favorite goal I scored. This won't make sense to anyone.
One thing, did you score from the corner, like off a corner kick?
2 games in a row.
Yeah, I do remember
We were at a
this. Yeah.
tournament. We were at a tournament.
Yeah.
We played on the same field 2 days in a row. So the first day, there happened to be on the corner spot a dandelion. And I put the ball right on top of the dandelion and I curled it in and went in. I said the next game, I said, we're going to do the exact same thing. And right in the back post.
Yeah, and he's not even lying. Like
No.
I do remember this.
100%.
Me and Liam played a lot of youth football together.
My favorite goal that I've ever scored, it won't make sense to people at home because they won't understand who this person is.
Yeah.
Do you remember William? Like tall, Asian William?
Yeah.
Bigger, faster, stronger than
Yeah.
all of us kind of thing. He was playing in defense. The ball got put over top. He had 10 yards on me. And I caught him up. I shouldered 50-50, pushed him off the ball, won the ball, put it past the goalie. My father celebrated as if he was Jose Mourinho for Porto at Old Trafford. He ran down the sideline screaming. After the game, he goes to me, he goes, I overreacted, but I was so happy for that goal. Like, yeah, there we go. It was just one of those
Yeah.
things where it was like, I wanted
Yeah.
the ball first. I got the ball. It was, I don't know, not the best goal by any means. I scored
Yeah.
from half.
Yeah,
That was a couple years ago, I
Liam
scored from
Liam was a
half.
goal scorer. He scored a lot of goals. I gotta say.
But no, I mean,
That's how Lucas. You want to go next?
I mean, I've scored quite a bit of goals in my
free
day.
kicks. The free kick you scored for the school
Oh yeah, first
was
game
my
of the season.
favorite. I think.
Yeah.
It was grade 11 junior.
Yeah, yeah.
Junior soccer.
That team was wild.
That team was
I
like,
scored 5 first half goals.
yeah, I burst. It was, I think it was against Harry Ainley. I had a free kick from like 30 yards out.
Yep.
Curled the top left corner. We were up 1-0 for the longest time. Our striker partner with you,
Yep.
he was so good, but he
Yep.
could never finish. And we could have probably made it 2-3-0.
Yep.
He missed every single chance, and we ended up losing the game 2-1. But I've scored a few good goals. I mean, to my horn, I've scored
No,
a
you
lot
have,
of good
you
goals.
have.
Yeah.
Obviously, I played against shitters. I played against good
I played
shitters.
against shitters.
But like I remember when I played with Greg and Waz and Matt at one point for like a season in indoor. I'm
The best team ever.
Matt scored a sick goal from distance in that game.
Yeah.
I still think his goal is better, but he always keeps telling me that I one-upped him. But like, I had the ball, body feint. Like I feinted one side, went the other, shot the ball, hit both posts, and went in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Indoor football here in Canada is very unique because it's basically played on like a hockey rink kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just got turf on it and you're
Use
able
the
to use the
boards.
walls and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's different. We hope one day we can show you guys what it looks like and how it works and everything. We'd love to bring that content to you.
But of course, we're not the best players in the world.
No,
you
so
know.
of
But
course.
I also do have a bonus one, an assist.
Oh.
An assist.
I think the last indoor season I played before COVID, we had this defender on our team who always went
Yes.
forward, but he was so good. And It was so
Yes.
fun to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Seth.
Yeah.
We had to give him go. He gave me the ball, and I just did an outside the boot dink with pass, and perfectly weighted ball for him on a breakaway, and he just volleyed it into the back of the net.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do miss playing it, but hopefully we can get back.
Yep. 100%.
Captain Greggy,
Um,
score with your knees.
I've scored a lot of goals with my knees. I score a lot of. When I scored, they were weird
They're
goals.
not pretty goals.
No,
that was
like
me.
I scored a lot with my knees. Some headers. I was a defensive player. I still think my favorite has to be the shot in indoor though.
Oh, this was great.
This was actually the absolute banger, honestly.
I think we were playing against one of the top teams in the league, or
Yeah,
in our division.
yeah, there was the team that we always would compete against, basically in there, and
Greg, he was just.
it was an absolute thunderbolt into the top corner.
We
From
mentioned-
how far out was
You
that?
were like
I-
blue line.
I was at the blue line, which is what, like, honestly, probably like
25, 20 yards out.
probably 20 yards.
20 yards out.
20
It-
yards.
it
And
was just-
indoor nets are a lot
small.
smaller.
They're
Very
small,
small.
and that thing, I almost took our player's head off with that thing. Honestly, like, but
Stepped into it.
And we mentioned earlier Greg's David Luiz mask.
yeah,
Well,
this is kind of where it came from. Yeah, it's
David Luiz would be proud, kind of
well,
thing.
Greg loved David Luiz, and
yeah. It was a great goal. I did enjoy that.
Zinho.
One of my other ones though still has to be when we were at an indoor tournament at some point. I think it was in Calgary, and I like rounded the keeper by kneeing the ball off like the boards behind him, like dodged around him because he's about to take me out, and I just put it in the empty net. I just remember that I was going so fast that it was just crazy.
I remember you, Zinho. It wasn't a goal, but it was very close to being a goal for school soccer
Oh yeah.
from like 35 yards out. He has a shot, and it's cleared off the line by the center back. It was so close. He was celebrating. He's like, oh, I was like, oh shit.
All right, Wazino,
What is
though,
your
take it
favorite
away.
goal, though?
Take it away.
I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't really remember them too well. That was kind of. I scored some really wacky goal back in like when Lucas and I played together in 7th grade. We played on a very weird community team. I don't know if Lucas, you remember. I scored a goal from like maybe the right side of the pitch, and it kind of like swerved in. I just took a random shot, and I think the wind helped blow it in. I don't know, people thought I was like, oh, it's just a sick goal, and I scored a goal again similar like that a couple games ago, and I don't know, whenever I played outdoor, I would always have like at least score like 2 goals a season for a bit. So I don't know, I can't really.
Was the kind of player that when he
fullback.
when he turns up though, he turns up. He's a
defensive
Yeah,
fullback.
he's an absolute
Aaron
beast out
won
there.
Masaka.
It was like, I mean, it's very rare that I get an opportunity to shoot the ball on net. To be honest, there was one time when we played on our little team back in like when we were in 11th grade, and I don't know, our coach said, go play midfield. I'm like, the fuck, I don't play midfield. And I scored. I'm like, oh, but we still lost.
Now, I'm going to keep this rolling because you mentioned before when we were talking about who was the best player, you said I was better than Greg because I was more consistent.
Oh, you scored a lot of goals.
Now, that's my topic for today is consistency. Because we talk about what makes a good player a great player. There's a lot of good players that have gone through the leagues, that have had good games, good seasons even, but it's the ones that can be consistent over their career, like your Messi, your Ronaldo, stuff like that, that makes them elite, that makes them the best they can. Now,
There's a lot of inconsistent players
There
that
is.
have been.
now my question is, are you three, myself, so us four, are we consistent with our Subway sandwich orders?
Oh,
Or do you change it up every time?
No,
you go?
I am consistent.
Well, that's my
I
question.
actually forgot. I
Hold on,
remember you
let's
had
talk about
this. This took a turn because I remember you mentioning this
Yes.
before. Yeah,
That's how you intro a topipic. You don't just give it to them. You build it up.
it was great.
But yeah, so when you go to Subway,
Lucas, you're starting this off.
when you
by
go to
the way.
Subway, do you have the same sandwich order memorized, or do you change it up? Do you look at the menu? I don't even look at the menu.
You know,
when I go.
you want me to actually go first?
Fuck
I mean,
guys.
you can go first. Sorry, you go first.
I'm hungry now.
I was excited now. I was excited.
I
to
haven't
get
had
going,
Subway in a long time.
but- No,
But
you go. Go.
All right.
Lucas,
So-
what do you get? This is gonna be bad. Let me tell you.
I mean, okay, I went to Subway late compared to probably you guys. You guys probably had Subway in elementary, early junior high.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably, I think so.
I mean, I think the first time I had Subway was either grade 7 or grade 8, or maybe grade 9.
Okay. So
And-
junior high. Yeah.
And so when I went to Subway early on, I always like order different things each time, trying to try out things, see what I like.
Mhm.
Then it got to a point where I got a consistent basis. Try to get the whole grain bread,
Of course.
toasted.
Okay.
I think I always went with like don't know, some sort of deli meat. I don't know which one. Maybe ham.
This doesn't sound very consistent to me. You don't know what you're ordering.
It's not consistent at all.
When was the last time you had Subway though? Like
Probably
within
been
a
a-
year, within the 2 years?
Before COVID.
So let's say
So,
2 years.
almost 2 years, yeah.
But I think the last
I
time
haven't had Subway in a long time either. I gotta be honest.
I think
Had
last
it
time
But I
recently.
know my order
I've had
off
it.
by
I've had it
heart.
recently, so
last time
want
I think what I got was like chicken, Swiss cheese, or whatever cheese. I don't know what cheese.
Yeah.
Onions, lettuce.
lettuce. What the?
Any sauces or anything?
No.
No, fuck.
No
I used to
sauce.
put sauce.
No
Just
sauce.
I told
How
you,
do
this is
you
the
not
boring
have a
man.
sauce?
What color is your sandwich? Gray. Like beige.
Because I used to have ranch all the time. Well, first I had sweet sauce, but then I liked ranch
and
better.
Sweet sauce. What the fuck's wrong with you, man?
No, not sweet sauce.
Sub
Sweet
sauce?
onion?
Sub
Sub
sauce.
sauce or
Sub
sub
sauce,
sauce?
yeah,
At least
yeah,
you
yeah.
got some normalcy in that sandwich.
Yeah, sub sauce. Then I'm like, oh no, I like ranch better. But then I'm like, oh, ranch is actually not that great for you. So.
Oh, who gives a
Man,
shit?
fucking
Yeah.
watch
Oh,
the
Lucas, of
calories.
course, goes for that shit.
So that's your Subway order. Chicken on whole wheat with the white cheese and some lettuce and onions.
Sometimes not even onions. Oh, sometimes I'd have tomatoes, but sometimes not.
Greg,
This man
Greg,
is-
save us. Save us here at Subway.
Club sub, right?
Okay.
On white.
Okay.
Oh. The only thing that actually changes is between toasted and non-toasted.
Okay.
Sometimes I like toasted, sometimes I like non-toasted. The only thing, and so then you go, but club sub
Okay.
is it just has to be with Swiss cheese, of course. Lettuce, onions, peppers, spinach.
Spinach.
It's good.
Oh, I have spinach too.
Spinach is good actually.
I knew. I was right. He didn't say spinach. Actually,
Should start adding it to my thing.
It's
too.
good. Did I say onions as well? I don't
You
remember.
said a bunch of vegetables.
I said a bunch of shit. I don't remember what I said
I
now.
don't like vegetables that much. So.
But then
fuck is
I am a ranch person as well, and then salt and pepper. Brilliant. That is.
lacking on the sauce department. I gotta be honest with you.
You do like multiple sauce. I'm
We're
just a
gonna
ra-
get to
I've
mine,
always
though.
I've always
I'm
just been a ranch.
excited.
Go ahead,
Anyways,
Lindsay, go.
my issue though is
It's messy.
no. Just recently, I didn't have a club sub. I had
Change it up.
I had steak and cheese. and
Ooh.
it was good. It was all right, but it did not hit the same at all. Honestly,
Before I get in mine, I'll be honest. There was a point where I did start trying the pizza subs for a while because those were kind of good.
Mhm.
Then I just stopped and went back to my regulars. I changed it up a little bit with the veggies. I usually stay the same with the meat.
yeah. Sometimes,
So
sometimes with mine,
Yeah.
there's like a little bit changes, but
so
not
depending
too much.
on how I'm feeling, like some days for bread I'll go either Italian herbs and cheese, or I'll go whole grain. Depends if I kind of want to be more healthy. And then I ask, give me the chicken breast, and then I'm like, of course I need that toasted. And then either I go with the Swiss cheese. Usually Swiss cheese. Sometimes I want cheddar, but it's usually Swiss. Swiss.
It's usually Swiss.
Now the veggies. This is where I kind of go a little bit overload. I go with the lettuce. I go with the tomato, the cucumber. Those are like the holy trinity for me.
See,
fuck with them.
see,
Don't fuck
I'm
with
not.
them.
See, I'm not a cucumber or tomato.
I fucking love it,
I'm not a
'cause
tomatoes person.
But then again, I start adding up. Sometimes I feel jalapenos or green pepper. One of those two. Never onion. I don't fuck with onions.
don't like those onions.
I
eh?
don't fuck with onions, man. I'll tell you, right? And then I used to just go mayo. But I went bold. I went mayo and sub sauce
Ooh.
with salt and pepper, because salt and pepper just goes well with tomato and
It really
cucumber.
does, it really does.
And then that's it. But you fucking flavor. You have some spice in there, man.
It's my turn now.
No, hold on.
Liam's excited. Oh, he's been waiting
Here's the
for
thing.
this.
Although I don't know if you guys ever had a donair.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yes,
Don't-
we've all had a
You're
donair.
more of a donair
Hold
guy.
on, my donaires, I gotta be honest, are not very popular in
I
America.
know
No,
or
they're
Europe.
known as like gyros, but
Similar to a gyro, yeah.
one of my coworkers, he likes hot sauce in his donair.
That seems weird.
Yeah,
Bastard!
Yeah. I want
That
to try
seems
that though.
weird.
But
No.
anyways, continue.
Okay. You walk in that Subway, you're smelling the delicious bread.
It's addicting.
Oh. So you say
yeah, man.
hello.
I mean, there was a lawsuit in Ireland saying Subway bread isn't technically bread.
Yes, it's not technically. And the
There's a lot of
tuna, their
lawsuits,
tuna was
man.
not tuna. But it's okay.
Fucking McDonald's chicken nuggets are pink sauce. Like, I give a fuck. I still eat it. I still enjoy it.
So I walk
Yeah.
in there and say,
Some
hello,
gains.
sir or madam. Can I please get a oven roast chicken breast,
Okay.
add bacon, foot long, on Italian herb and cheese.
Oh, I do usually add bacon.
I
for
add
mine.
bacon, Italian herb and cheese, not toasted.
No
You're
toasted.
not
No
toasted.
toasted.
Who the fuck are
But
you?
I'm just depends on the day.
don't like
Sometimes
it
I like
toasted.
toasted, sometimes I'm non-toasted.
I do cheddar cheese instead of Swiss. I do cheddar. Lettuce, cucumber, green pepper, onion, spinach. That's my vegetables.
Other than cute, you're like we're basically
Then-
around the same.
I do one line of ranch. I asked for just one line of ranch. Then I do.
All specific.
I just don't, I don't like. I like a little bit of just one line of ranch.
I don't fuck
please.
with ranch
He
at all.
does, he does all the sauces.
Then I do Chipotle Southwest. Then I do sub sauce and salt and pepper. Close that up.
Sounds good.
I could go
It's
right
a-
now. I could go right now.
Subway sound.
But then, here's the next question for you. If you make it a meal, chips or cookies, and which one? Because they have white macadamia nut, and that's my
None.
cookies, and that's just
N-
done.
none.
I usually don't do a combo.
don't.
Usually I
Subway.
don't either,
No.
but if I do, white
Usually
macadamia.
don't do combo Subway.
White chocolate macadamia. Oh God. Oh my God. No meals.
Just usually don't do a combo
There
with
you go.
Subway, honestly.
You mean occasionally a cookie, but
A
It's
cookie.
probably a cookie if it was me though, yeah.
Well, that right there is the 90th minutes Subway orders. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
That was great. Honestly,
Consistency, maybe
I,
not.
I thought he was going with the consistency of a footballer, and then he just went to Subway. It was great.
But I
honestly.
think this is better.
I quite enjoyed that.
I don't even think I want to talk about football at this point anymore.
We barely
We-
spoke about football
I mean,
today.
we did.
Barely.
About us
Yeah,
and like
but
some
I
other
like
shit,
that. It's not
but,
even
like,
talking.
Lukash,
yeah.
Yeah, do you have a
give
topic?
us a topic.
I mean, FIFA 22 is out.
There you go.
I mean,
Okay.
I've literally not been able to watch any football this week except for Liverpool of Norwich because I've been
Mhm.
having to
I
edit the
am-
footage. I also had to edit a video from my own channel for
Don't need to
the
talk about it.
for a video
I've been
working on
meaning to watch that because I think the guy in the thumbnail is me. It's not.
It's great.
It looks like me. He's wearing a green and white
I've-
kit.
I've another
He's got
thu-
glasses on. It looks like me. I
Wait,
thought it was me.
what? What are we talking about
I'll
here?
show you.
On Lucas Crow. Plug for Lucas Crow. He had up.
Check out Lucas
uploaded-
Crow.
Uploaded
Lucas
a
YouTube
video, and I guess it's you in the thumbnail. I thought it was me in the thumbnail.
I made another version of the thumbnail that has you in it.
Oh, it's like his player. Like
Yeah.
it's me. Yeah, that's
I
me.
thought it was
yeah,
me.
no, that's me.
Green and white.
That's
good
goggles.
Glasses.
That's the goggles.
I love
Apparently, I have
glasses.
goggles in his shit. I don't
You
know why.
used to wear goggles, didn't you?
No, I just had glasses.
That's a fucking
Who
insult.
used to wear goggles?
Someone did on our team.
I don't remember who.
His name
but-
like Michael or
I
something.
don't know.
Do you
but
remember?
It was like one or two games you wore, and then you didn't like it or something.
Yeah, I know. We had it was like a backup goalie or a
I don't
goalie
know.
that we had. His name is I think it's Michael.
Anyways,
Yeah, but
so FIFA 22 is out.
yeah, FIFA 22
Our career
is up.
mode is up and running.
Yes. I've been
We have some other ideas on other videos. Hopefully, we're gonna create very soon. We're just very busy with career mode at the moment and
editing
getting everything set up.
process.
Yeah,
I literally
pro
after
clubs.
we finished recording career mode last night, I spent 2 hours for going through the footage once. Then I woke up. I finished at like after 1 a.m. Woke up at 8:30. Then finished the rest of the video by like 1 p.m. And then I had to do a bunch of more things on my Xbox to get your guys'
Yeah.
players on to.
You've been very busy.
Lucas is the boss. Honestly,
I haven't been able
He's-
to stream. I've been enjoying streaming last month, but I haven't been able to this week, which it's perfectly fine because you only get 10 hours on EAX
Mhm.
anyways.
Did he say it's frickly fine?
That's what he
Whatever,
I
said.
said,
man.
I said perfectly
Is it-
fine.
you
I-
said
I
perfectly,
heard
but it
frickly
sounded like
fine.
perfectly.
Just mumbled it.
And I was like,
okay.
it kind of rolled with
It's
it. I was
perfectly
like,
fine.
you know what? This
Greg,
this
I'm sorry, I'm not a professional speaker like Liam.
Liam was
Consistency is key, baby.
Oh, now look at you. Look at you.
dickhead. No,
Um,
Liam was butchering it earlier,
I
but
know.
no, it was good.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, career mode's up and running. We have a couple of videos planned and ideas we want to do. It's just right now finding the time. We only have the 10 hours of early access, so once the game is fully released, we'll have
Which,
a bit more.
when this podcast is out, the game
Yeah.
should be fully
a
released.
little bit
So
more like
Early on.
flexibility with what we can do. But really, I mean,
I
I
think
am
we're all
excited.
enjoying it.
I am
I think we're all
excited.
enjoying it. Yeah.
FIFA, like we talked before, FIFA is our biggest contributor to the channel in terms of views and likes and
Yeah.
subscriber growth. So we do try to focus a lot on that.
Hopefully we can add some different variety. We've had some
Yeah.
good ideas that we didn't really
We,
continue.
we have lots of ideas, and we're, like we said in the podcast before, we're just bad at executing it.
Producer Brett is helping though.
He's
Yeah.
helping out
He's
a lot.
helping
He's
with
great.
a lot of creation and
Okay.
behind the scenes kind of
Yep.
thing.
That's what a producer does.
Yeah,
That's
helps.
what they do.
He helps with the non-FIFA stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Did you have a topic today?
Yeah, I was maybe gonna try and talk football, but I don't know if I want it right now.
No.
I mean, what
we should go for a little bit more. I think we should.
Well, since we're on the topic video games, I guess I'll shift it. What is the first video game you've ever played? Let's go with Lucas.
Ooh.
Were you late to the scene?
Well, I think the first game I ever played that I remembered was Doom.
Oh fuck, that's good.
It was like an old PC we had in our basement that wasn't even finished at the time.
Oh, I just remember my first ever game was.
And I just remember Doom on the computer. I don't
Yes.
remember anything else about it. I don't like shooting games nowadays. I don't really care about Doom nowadays, but that's like the earliest game I remember. But I do remember like a handful of years later, like when we actually got a proper computer, I ended up playing some older video games on there. But
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called by name.
You describe it. Maybe
This
we
was
know.
old. This was on the computer as well, like the original computer in my basement. Me and my dad used to play this game. It was a racing game, but it was all like off-road racing. And we had like a wheel. We got like a wheel,
Sick, actually.
and we like you screwed on and like hook onto the bottom of the desk. And our desk had like a little lip on it. And one day we were racing, and I don't know if it was me or him, I forget, but we like turned the corner too hard, and the whole front of the desk came off. To this day, that desk doesn't have a front on it because of that wheel.
That's funny.
That's the first game I think I can remember really me playing. First video game on like a console, I want to say was James Bond GoldenEye on the GameCube. I want
Wow.
to say.
Oh.
I want to say.
Well, the GameCube one, then okay.
Think so.
I mean, first
what-
console game I
It's a
played was
great game though.
at my friend Liam's house, not you, but a different Liam.
I
Where
don't
we
like
played
Lucas.
a bunch of games. You games like NHL 05, Monkey Ball, Super Mario Strikers. Those
Yeah,
were
I've
my
played.
first console was the GameCube.
name, yeah.
I had a few there.
See,
Call
for
of
me,
Duty.
I honestly, I have such a bad memory with shit like this, and like general. I honestly, I think it has to be Smash Bros, like the Nintendo 64 one.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that would be
not-
my.
Not Melee.
What?
No, I think Melee. He's on the GameCube. No, we had a Nintendo 64. My brother played it. My brother had it, and so it I do remember playing the Nintendo 64, but like I don't remember what was my first. Played like we had the Mario Kart, we had the Smash
Mhm.
Bros, we had the like the Donkey Kong one.
You're saying it like a boomer. Like we had the lettuce. We had the.
It was a long
Yeah,
time
I mean,
ago,
I'm
honestly.
trying to think here with what mine was.
You only brought it up.
Yeah, I know, but I can't. I know like some of the earliest games I've played. I just don't know which one was first.
That's me, yeah.
So either it was. I'm thinking. I remember on the computer. I had this fucking Tonka game, and it had like it actually had like a freaking like box and setup to the computer and
That's
stuff.
kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. And like like. There's a few other games I had on the computer. Maybe Age of Empires 1 we had on the PC back before. Because I remember we had before I moved into the house I'm currently in, I started playing games there. And yeah, we had Age of Empires 1. Or it could have been on my cousin's Nintendo, like Ocarina of Time or Mario Kart. But I think that Tonka game stands out just because, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mario Kart is pretty early.
Roller
on.
Coaster Tycoon. Fuck.
Yes,
I've played every system almost except for like the PS3 or yeah.
You played
Yeah.
like the Super Nintendo and NES.
Actually, I think I had one, but I didn't know how to set it up.
I've played
was
on
very
them, but
young.
I never owned. I always like watched my brother play.
Yeah,
That was me. I just when I
I
was
watched
a lot
my
younger.
cousins at the time when I
Me
was
and my
there.
dad would play James Bond together. That was the only game.
That was
he could
another.
play.
That's another game.
It was
I
the only
think
game
I
he could play. It was
yeah.
just James Bond. I at the very beginning it was kind of even, but then it got to a point where I was winning every game, and then he stopped playing.
Yeah,
We
he
haven't,
just-
we haven't played games ever since.
Yeah, like
What was the first FIFA you owned?
FIFA 12?
Jeez.
I think I want to say FIFA 06 or 07.
I owned FIFA 5, I think, was my first one. It might have been earlier.
I played FIFA 06 on the PC, and then I bought FIFA 07 for my birthday on like
Me and my brother played FIFA.
Yeah, I had GameCube.
FIFA 05 a lot. It was fun because you could create your own players. I remember we
I had the
created our
first
players and
couple
stuff.
on GameCube. Then I got my 360 for Christmas. Thanks, Santa. And then I just went to 360 everything. I used to have when I had the GameCube when I was young. I used to have this little chair. So it was like a little, like literally a
Yeah.
baby's
Yeah.
chair. It's like I think it was like Big Bird. I want to say I had it since I was like a baby. And this thing, I would have my shoulders. I would lay on the ground basically. I had my shoulders on it. That was it. I'd sit there. I'd fold it down the back. It had a little like headrest. I'd just sit there. We had this old like
Yeah.
box TV from Sears. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Good
good
times.
times.
I remember when I got hooked onto World of Warcraft when I was a kid. Holy shit.
I remember that.
That was a time. 5th grade.
I remember that.
Because my cousins, they played it, so I thought it looked really cool, and I wanted to play it. And I used to play RuneScape, and this looked like a fucking, like a massive version of RuneScape, and like I got hooked on it. Man, that game was life.
Have any of you played Minecraft?
yes.
Yes.
I haven't. I would love to.
Who's
We all
surprised?
played with like a bunch of friends. We
I
all
would
played
love to.
Minecraft
I've
together.
always wanted to play Minecraft. I've
It
always
was
wanted to
we
play
still,
the different.
that was another. We're supposed to stream it at some
I
point.
always
but-
wanted to play the different like roller coaster tycoon stuff. I've always loved that. I've always wanted to play, City Skylines and build your own city.
yeah.
I've
Mm,
always
yeah.
wanted to play those. I never have. You know, I've never been one really.
Have you like played like Sims before?
No.
I used to
Sims,
play.
Sims is good.
I had Sims
Yeah.
too.
Sims is fun.
Yeah, my sister played The Sims all the time when we were younger.
Sims is fun.
What else did I play? Oh, I played so many fucking games. I mean, not as many as I used to, but like when I was younger, I would love video games.
Video like the old video games when we were growing up was just
It's funny
like-
how this podcast today has been more.
I like
No,
personal
I know,
shit.
But it's way. I think week 1 that we did on the main channel, you tried to balance between football content and like non-football.
this has all been
Today's
personal.
been basically very personal.
It's
and
been-
I've
I
enjoyed. I
like-
hope you guys enjoy this as well.
Yeah.
Please let us know if you do enjoy this personal content or if you do prefer the more football content. I know this is a football channel, but I don't know. We think this is more enjoyable content. That way you can come back 2, 3, 4 weeks down the road and not feel like it's outdated kind of thing.
Exactly.
I'm trying
Um,
to think like, yeah, when you tell me like the games we grew up, like when Greg and I were in middle school, that's just like when it felt gaming was pure and when it was kind of becoming a lot more mainstream.
Modern Warfare 2.
You know,
Call
like
of Duty, yeah, it was
a lot of kids, they talk about how like, oh, nothing's ever gonna compare to Fortnite. To me, nothing's ever gonna be Halo 3 custom
Yeah.
games, Modern Warfare 2. You know how much shit.
different generations.
Yeah, like Halo 3 custom games are fucking hilarious, man. I would cry laughing. I'd be up to like 3 a.m. and my mom would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" There was a moment where I was up like playing Modern Warfare 2 to like 4 a.m. for the first time, and my mom's like, "Why are you still awake?" My mom never really gets mad at me, so this is different. I was like, "Holy shit!" So it was like, yeah, I don't know. Those games just had me hooked. I don't know because I was younger and they're easier to stimulate your brain when you're younger. So
Maybe. I mean, a lot of video games nowadays is like very more about the microtransaction, the gotcha style.
Yeah, it's just-
now I remember when microtransactions were actually like not as popular because back in the day, I feel so old now saying that. It's like
back
in the day,
You're only
for-
25. not
yeah,
even
but remember in
25 yet.
Halo 3 where you had to buy the map packs?
Yeah.
Or else you couldn't play with your friends?
Literally, you
that
had
was
to
so
buy-
cool.
yeah.
Or like Call of Duty, you gotta buy the map pack, bro. I remember I wanted to.
And see- sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys always used to play against each other online.
Yeah.
I never played
I'm
online.
so sad you missed that part.
I never
I
played
wanted
online.
you.
I know. I never did. I remember I bought or I got Xbox Live. I never used it. I still
Yeah,
don't
no,
use
because
it
like you're talking about Minecraft, like us three
in a server.
and with
yeah.
like a bunch of other guys
Yeah.
we'd play Minecraft on the Xbox.
Yeah,
on the Xbox. and
I've
it was
never
great.
really played. I've played online FIFA like a handful of times over the years. I remember the first online game I ever played. I think I lost like 10-6. It was the dumbest
William
game
just goes
ever.
forward.
Like,
The only online game I think you're like okay at is Rocket League.
Yeah, that's true.
I've played a little bit of Rocket League online. That's a good point. I have.
It was like that era between 2009 and 2011, which I just enjoyed. I loved.
I think junior high, even 2012, like
Yeah.
It was like
Junior
2012
high.
And it wasn't just the video games. I just love the era that we grew up in. The music, how YouTube was, social
Was it?
media.
Waz wants to go back.
I loved it, man. Like
Epic
there's
meal time.
It's everything.
there were so many like
FPS
very
Russia.
small YouTubers I used to watch that just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, you just don't think of them anymore.
And you know what? I mean, in a weird way, it sounds really, really weird to say this. Maybe just someone out there, you are that YouTuber.
Yeah,
That's weird to
fucking
say.
weird,
you know,
man.
we
Like,
grew up watching Epic Meal Time, and now Epic Meal Time are not doing
well, I used to,
YouTube
yeah.
as much as they were then.
Well, the main guy there is like a streamer on Twitch now.
Yeah, but maybe to someone out there, we are that YouTube channel that they can't wait for our upload.
I mean,
And
I hope
one
we
day
are.
we don't just disappear, but you never know.
Yeah, you do never know. It's
YouTube's a weird game, you know.
yeah.
Is there anything else we want to talk about today? Or honestly, I think that's a really good
That was-
place to end. That
yeah, that's a
conversation
good
is
place
really
to end.
good. I think that really saves us for next week, so we can have a great conversation next week.
Yep.
Again, it will be uploaded here on the second channel, the 90th minute extra time.
I just loved Katy Perry's music back then. Every
Yeah.
time you heard Katy Perry on the radio, it was just so good.
Yeah. But like Liam was saying, like
Teenage Dream.
yeah.
Baby, you're a firework.
But no, it's well, I was gonna cry.
Bro, man, like, I remember fucking 8th grade, 9th grade, we'd have school dances, and that shit was like a fucking...
I'm sorry, the school dance is the best. When the DJ stopped the whole school dance to go to point at me, he goes, "That kid just did the whole look at me now by Buster Rhymes." I'm like, yeah,
Bro,
wearing shutter shades on.
I swear, I've been clubbing out a couple times, you know, the bars.
Not the same.
Nothing's
the same.
ever compared to the
Yeah.
fucking school dancing,
Not
because
the
the DJ
same.
was lit.
No, but it's you all good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, but like we were saying, like Liam was saying there, though, hopefully you guys do enjoy. And to the people that do watch these and listen to these, like, thank you so much for being here. It's
Yeah.
starting up podcasts. Hopefully gonna be doing them weekly again. And
Drop a like, drop a subscription if you're new to the 90th minute extra time channel. We want to help grow this channel. Is where more of our football content is going to go. Our stream highlights, stuff
And our
like
podcast.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Well, of course, these podcasts will always be on the audio apps.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
No worries
Thank
about
you.
that.
Yeah, to Spotify, to Apple, Google, or wherever you are listening. We do appreciate you guys. Even though you can't see us, we appreciate you.
yeah, we know you hear our beautiful voices
Yeah,
and
something like that.
enjoying
You know,
us.
it'd be crazy though. Like, there's probably people listening to us that don't know how we look.
Yeah, it
That's
probably
okay.
is.
Good for you.
We're not that beautiful. I gotta be honest.
Speak for yourself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but we do appreciate it, guys. Thanks. I think we are gonna call it there though. But
Yeah. Listen. Make sure you are subscribed. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.